Hello and welcome to the song meaning and lyrics analysis of the song Fear Inoculum by Tool. So first of all, we'll look into the song title meaning. So fear everyone knows, and inoculum means inoculum, a substance used for inoculation. So what does inoculation means? It's actually a type of you can say that it's a vaccination from the disease itself. Like we have in polio, a substance or something is inserted or injected in the body so that it produces resistance to that disease, like as I've told you in polio. So here it is, inoculate means to implant a disease agent or antigen in a person, animal or plant to produce a disease for study or to stimulate disease resistance. And I think this is the main purpose of this word here, that is we have to control fear, and fear is inoculated in the body or in the mind so that we can have a resistance to fear. So let us look at the song structure here. First we have verse 1 that consists of 5 lines, and verse 2, or you can call it interlude also, it consists of 11 lines. Then we have the chorus that is of 3 lines, then again verse 3 that is of 4 lines, and chorus 3 lines, bridge 8 lines, and outro 4 lines. So there is a total of 38 lines, of which if you write down on a page, you'll get 19 lines from the first 3, verse 1, verse 2 and chorus, and from the last 4, you'll get 19 here. So when I wrote it down on a page, it fit perfectly on the 2 pages, 19 lines each. Next we'll look into the first verse that it starts with: immunity long overdue, contagion I exhale you, naive I opened up to you, venom and mania, now contagion I exhale you. Okay, so first of all, the bracket here I've denoted here, this is the rhyme scheme, and this is the syllable count, that is how many syllables are there in each line. So it follows the rhyme scheme of A B A. Quite simple. And so what does it tell us? Immunity, as I've already told you from the title, that this is a song about fear being inoculated or inserted in the body and the mind so that it provides a resistance to fear itself. So immunity, it's long overdue. Overdue means it's past its time. It was meant to be done at a certain point of time, but it has been long overdue. And next, contagion, and contagion means here the communication of disease by direct or indirect contact. What he is doing with the contagion or the disease, he is exhaling it, that is he is letting it out of his mind and body. And after that we have naive I opened up to you. So he's talking about himself, that he was naive to have opened up to you, that is opened up to fear and darkness. And I opened up to you, you can see here venom and mania. Mania means madness. Next again he says, now contagion I exhale you. It's quite the same as the second line, but here you can see here he pronounces contagion, means here in the second line he pronounces contagion, and here he pronounces contagion. So here it comes down as contagion, that is 4 syllables here, but here contagion you get 3 syllables, so it makes up for the 8 syllable in each of the second and the fourth line. Next we have the verse 2. So a lot of things going on here. First he says, the deceiver says, he says, okay, I'll read it out the whole thing. The deceiver says, he says, you belong to me. You don't want to breathe the light of the others. Fear the light, fear the breath, fear the others for eternity. But I hear them now, inhale the clarity, hear the venom in what you say, inoculated, bless this immunity, and it repeats. So first of all, we are first encounter with, this is the first encounter of the deceiver. So till now, that is in the first verse, we've got these two words, venom and then mania, but these are only what you can say concepts, but not physical beings. But here the deceiver, as you can call this as a personification of, this is a personification of fear. So the deceiver says, he says, what does he say? He says that you belong to me, that I am your master, and you don't want to breathe the light of the others. So you don't want to be exposed to the good things of others, and you don't want to let that into your life and your mind and your body. Fear the light, fear the breath, fear the others for eternity. Eternity means for a long time, or for eternal time, never ending time. So he says, the deceiver says that you belong to me and you don't have to breathe that light, you don't have to bring that positive energy into your life, and you should fear the light, you should fear the breath, you should not breathe, and you should fear the others for eternity. Now we also encounter the others, and I think the others means all the positive people or positive energies that are trying to lift you up from this grave situation. So this is what he has to say, the deceiver has to say. Now he tells that, but what he does is, but I hear them now, inhale the clarity. So in spite of the warning or the saying of the deceiver, he decides to hear them or hear the others, and he inhales the clarity. Clarity means clarity of vision or something, anything can be clear. Hear the venom in what you say, inoculated. So as he's inhaling and hearing the others, he's also hearing the venom, and the venom that you see. So here he says about you means the deceiver. Okay, so the deceiver, whatever he's saying, it is becoming inoculated. So I've already told you what does inoculation means. Inoculation means that we are providing an antigen or something, disease in a dead form or something, so that we become immune to that disease. So whatever the deceiver is saying, it is becoming inoculated, and he is becoming immune to the deceiver. And so he tells that, bless this immunity. Okay, so what does deceiver means? Okay, sorry, I forgot to tell you. One who misleads by false appearance or statement. That is, one who appears to be someone that is good or noble or truth, or having, who speaks the truth, but is actually very bad or evil or something like that, a very negative person. Next we have the chorus, and it's a very simple chorus, only 3 lines. Exhale, expel. Okay, also before going there, here the rhyme scheme is not very organized, and it's not a bad thing also. We have C, D, E, F, D, D, G, H, D, D, D. So the main rhyme that it follows is, here you can see, here it is me, eternity, clarity, and then immunity. Next we have the chorus, that is, here we have 3 lines. exhale, expel, recast my tale with my allegorical elegy. So here again we have 4 syllables and then 10 syllables. So exhale, he is exhaling, he is expelling, that is he is throwing something away from him, and he is recasting his tale, his story. Okay, recasting means his like remold, you can say remold or rebirth, and he is becoming, and not becoming, he is rewriting his tale or recasting his tale. And then he is telling to weave my allegorical elegy. So now there are 2 difficult words here, at least for me. So allegorical and elegy. First we'll look into elegy. Okay, I don't know. So elegy. Okay, elegy is actually, this is a mournful, melancholy or plaintive poem, especially a funeral song or a lament for the dead. Elegy is typically a song that is sung in the funeral, and allegorical means something that is related to allegory. And what does allegory means? Allegory means that something that is representative of something that is deeper in meaning. Okay, here a representation of an abstract or spiritual meaning through concrete or material forms. So the elegy that is weaved or formed, it is what you can say, it's not a simple thing that you can see and understand. It has layers into it, it has some deep concept into it, and all of Tool songs are like that, because when I first listened to this song I was not so much blown away by it, and the further I listen, the more I listen to it, I understood it much better, and I still am understanding this song. So next we have verse 3, which says, enumerate all that I am to do, calculating steps away from you, my own mitosis, growing through division from mania. Okay, so here also it's basically saying the not same things, but he's telling some similar things here. Enumerate, first of all we'll look into enumerate means here to ascertain the number of or count. So he's telling that you should count or you should measure that all I am about to do now. Okay, and what he is doing, he is calculating steps away from you. So here you is the, as we have already encountered, it is the, he's talking about the deceiver here. Now he tells in the next line, he tells about his my own mitosis. So what does mitosis mean? Mitosis is actually a term in biology, and it's if you can think of it in simple terms, then it is actually a division of cells. Okay, here we have a type of cell division, and this. Okay, so he's dividing, actually he's dividing and he's escaping from mania. Mania means madness, growing through division from mania. Next we have the same chorus, exhale, expel, recast my tale, weave my allegorical elegy. Next we have the bridge, and here you can see here there is a very beautiful structure here. Here it all the from the second to the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh line we have 7 syllables each, and also very good rhyme scheme, and or a. You can tell op. Okay, like control is, you can say that it's control and spectacle are not clear rhymes or exact rhymes, but what the term is, it can be said as a half rhyme. Okay, spectacle, then melody, eternity, and binds me, and here also desperate and evacuate. So what he is telling here is forfeit all control, you poison, you spectacle. What does spectacle means? Anything presented to the sight or view, especially something of a striking or impressive kind. The spectacle is something that appears to be very, flashy and good, a striking, impressive, that sort of thing that's come to the mind. He says us to forfeit all control, you poison, you spectacle. Exercise, now he's telling about exercise the spectacle, exercise the melody. And what does melody means? Any disorder or disease of the body. The spectacle, you expel it. Exercise, as it is already written, it means to expel by religious or ceremonies. Exorcism, we already know what exorcism means. So exercise the spectacle, exercise the melody, exercise the disparate. What does disparate means? It means something that is different, that is the fear, this is not the same with us. It is not something that we should embrace. This is different, and we should exercise it. Poison for eternity. Okay, so eternity is coming once again. And then we have purge me and evacuate. What does purge mean? Purge means to clean, basically. Clean me and evacuate the venom and the fear that binds me. Okay, so it's like a prayer or a request to himself or the others to cleanse him of the fear and the darkness that he possesses, and the control, as you have seen here. You belong to me, you don't want to breathe. So he's at first the deceiver is controlling himself, but now he's telling that you should forfeit all control, you poison, you spectacle. It's like he's just cursing him, and he's just exorcising all the demons and the fears that are inside him. Next, the last part, we have your veil now lift away. I see you running, deceiver chased away, a long time coming. So here he says that the deceiver, the deceiver appears like someone who is good, or something that is good for us, or that is not harmful for us. But now the veil of the deceiver is lifted away, and he can see the true face of the deceiver, and he can see now that the deceiver is running away because his true self is being exposed. Again, the same thing, deceiver chased away, a long time coming. So here, a long time coming can be interpreted in a lot of ways. So what I interpret is that a long time coming, that is after he has been inoculated by fear and he's free from the deceiver, he has a long time to look into his life and grow and progress and be efficient and be a good human being. So what we can say, what I deduced from this song is that it's a very inspirational song. That is, even the music is inspirational. In the end, it becomes inspirational. So you're moving from a state of darkness to a state of light, and you are casting away all your negativity. So it is a song where you go from fear and darkness and you go to light, and it is also about death and rebirth, because he tells about allergy and how fear is inoculated in us, and after it strikes us, we are actually reborn in a good way. The cure to fear is fear itself. So my final conclusion is this, that we should not fear, or you can say that I got the moral from the lyrics as the cure to fear is fear itself. So we should not fear, but embrace it and use it as an inoculant to escape from it or avoid it. So that was the analysis of the lyrics of the song Fear Inoculum and Fear Inoculum. And if you like this analysis, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if I get, okay, let's target something. Everyone does this. Everyone does this. So if I get, I am setting a target here. If I get 100 likes, then I'll make another video on the next song. And all those people who are giving shit reviews, man, it sucks. 4 out of 10 giving. They're giving 4 out of 10. I don't know, man. Even the people who don't listen to Tool, they are giving reviews to Tool. It's like mind blowing. Not mind blowing. It's like mind fucked. So according to me, no, this is not true. This is 10 out of 10. This is worth the wait. Everything, it is coming together, and the more I listen to it, the more things I am able to discover. And there might be some things that I have missed, and if you have other interpretations of the song, feel free to comment below. And it's been a long video, so thank you everyone. Goodbye.